Hey, yo, what up? This is Meek J, and I'm rocking with Mikey T, the movie star, and we live on Report Card Radio.
Yo, Meek J, man, I want to welcome you back to Report Card Radio. Today we're actually going to talk in depth about your album, Traffic. Can you tell me the significance behind the album title itself?
Well, the album Traffic, I came up with the idea for the album. If you look at the album cover, each picture on the album cover of us, besides Gunplay, is all our mugshots. You get what I'm saying? And actually, the reason why I had to use mugshots, because in that part of the album, when it was time to press up the album, we had to, I had to, they locked up. Homi was locked up, Triple Beans, rest in peace, Triple Beans. He was locked up, so I couldn't put no photo shoot together. So I had to go on RLS and get everybody mugshots, then get a mugshot of Gunplay, and then put it all together that kind of way. You get what I'm saying? So I came up with the Traffic album because all my guys, they was in the streets and they were doing what they had to do to get money, if you understand what I'm saying.
So I'm looking over the cover right now and I see, a variety of artists actually featured on Traffic. So this album is actually in compilation format?
Yeah, I put it in compilation format for the fact that I had so many different great artists on the project. So what I decided to do was, rotate each artist, like Bigger B's, Jet Lag Juice, Triple Beans, Taz Bricks, and all the guys that's on the album. I rotated them on different songs, but I made sure that Baby Homi and Gunplay, they was on each record because the project started with them.
Right. Like I said earlier, Baby Homi is splashed all over this album. The cover actually has a great look to it. It seems like a throwback to the untouchable Maybach music empire, but like with you using the theme of all the mug shots, that's actually interesting. So aside from yourself, Meek J, did you reach out to anybody else for any production on the album Traffic?
I got two people that came along and added to the production. My guy Steve, he's from out of Florida. He helped on the Money Jump record, and then my guy Mark Wilson that helped me on the ODE record. So those two guys were two guys that worked with me on those two records in the production. But everything else, it was done by me.
So the first record I really want to jump into and take a look at is actually the title track, Traffic. You actually had a music video in that. It was sort of like a themed story video. I see Gunplay, but Baby Homi and Triple Beans are on there. Of course, rest in peace to Triple Beans.
Yeah, rest in peace to Triple Beams. Yeah, the Traffic record. Well, I like it. What I wanted to do with this project is take it back to the golden era, to the 90s era, where, when you do an album, you will have the title of the album, but also you will have a record that matches the title of the album. And that record, will represent the project itself. It doesn't necessarily have to be the single, but it's just the title track to the album. So I want to have the theme record to the album. And also that video was shot by Crenshaw, a special director that's working with me. And he's definitely dope. He shot all three videos for the project as well.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Jet Lag Juice and Bigger Biz. They're also featured on the record.
Yeah, Jet Lag Juice and Bigger B's, they like the new Mobb Deep. You get what I'm saying? It's like Prodigy and Havoc in this era of music. You get what I'm saying? And with Triple Beans attached to them at the time when them three come together, they're like the locks. So I look at them like when you got Bigger B's and Triple Beans, Bigger B's and Jet Lag together, it's like Mobb Deep. When you add Triple Beans to the equation, then you got like the new and improved like locks type of thing happening. So those guys would definitely put great verses on the album, and they definitely put it down for us.
And you also mentioned that you have an in-house music video producer. You said his name was Crenshaw. He put together 3 music videos to accompany the Traffic album.
Yeah, the Crenshaw, actually the project, when I told you, we wrapped this project up within like 2 weeks. So, Gunplay came down for 2 weeks. So I had to get all this stuff done. So, at this point, Crenshaw was very busy. So when I got the album done, he was like busy with his life and had things going on. He just came down and in 2 days he wrapped up all those videos. He shot both the videos, all 3 videos, in 2 days, and then within 5 days, he had those videos edited and mastered. Crenshaw, that's my brother. Shout out to Crenshaw.
One of the tracks he did a video for is the next one I want to take a look at as well. It's called Good to Me. You know, it had a video, as I said, and this track features Gunplay, Baby Homi, and Triple Beans once again. You know, how was Gunplay's interaction with the guys on the music video set? I seen they all had a group scene together.
Gunplay, interaction with the guys was like, like a match made in heaven, like Gunplay from the streets. So, Gunplay, if you know anything about Gunplay, he walks the earth freely. He don't care where he's at. When we was just in the hood and I was taking him to around the bars, he was doing his thing. Like he met people in the bar and doing his own thing. So it was like nothing for Gunplay to get with the guys and kind of be like a big brother to them and give them direction and make them brothers feel very comfortable. And he was just down to earth and he made it very easy for everybody to work. Just the showmanship of Gunplay, you know what I mean? That's one of the special qualities about him.
So then we move into the next tracks, man. You got a record called My City, but you've broken it down into 3 different remixes where you're actually repping New York, New Jersey, and Philly. So can you tell me about making anthem tracks for each of these different, meccas of hip hop?
Yeah, how that came about, me and Homi did the My City record, and that was a record that was, really was going to be just for Homi. But, Gunplay jumped on it and it became a sensational record. But then I look back at the record, I say, you know what? This record is called My City. And, we like 8 records in, and I want to, put some more features on this project. And I just thought about my relationships just in the tri-state area. Like, you know what I mean? I got like G to K. Shout out to G to K. G to K, I forgot to mention G to K. G to K is one of Rick Ross's managers. He is the guy who played the middle piece to making everything happen too. I didn't get to say that in other interviews, but G to K was definitely a special part of making all this happen. He kind of helped quarterback all this stuff happening. You get what I'm saying? So special shout out to G to K. But getting back to the My City records, the relationships were there with Hocus 4/5. You know what I'm saying? Swelly, Out of the Mommy, Soundview Projects in the Bronx. So I got those guys on the project. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the New York version of My City. Then I said, you know what? We can make this like a phenomenon type thing with the record. Let's go to Philadelphia. Let's get OBH. Let's get Mungie. Let's get Dark Low. Let's get those guys on the project. And then, of course, I came back home and remixed it with Shotgun Suge and another great artist named Smackman. So I kind of looked at that record like a franchise record, where I thought that this record could be so huge where if it takes off the correct way, we could make an LA version. We could make an Atlanta version. And the record could just keep going and going and going. You get what I'm saying?
There's a couple tracks that stood out to me on the TRAFFIK album, those being Whip Game and Money Jump. Can you tell me how Gunplay crafted those hooks in the studio?
The Money Jump record, actually, Gunplay, he took the R&B side of him and he decided that, let's be a little bit different on this project. Let's play with harmony. Let's play with the styles. To me, on this project, TRAFFIK album, Gunplay showcased his talent more than ever in a complete body of work where the album has a direction and it doesn't astray from that direction. It's not records everywhere. It's a record that sounds like a West Coast record. It's a record that sounds like a down south record or a record that sounds like a New York record. It just sounds like a Gunplay project, period. The North meets the South and it's interfused in one sound. So, we decided to be real artistic on the project, not just hardcore hip hop. Let's play with our abilities. And that's what we did as far as production, as far as vocals. You know what I mean? As far as the Money Jump record. And then the Whip Game record, he showcased that same ability where he wanted to show that his voice is bigger than just being aggressive. He could touch the ladies as well in many different topics. You know what I mean? Bring that fan base into play. You know what I'm saying?
Meek J, you were telling me that you had Newark's hottest new female artist. I I want you to introduce everybody to Taz Bricks, man.
Well, Taz Bricks is definitely another hitter in a street female that came up hard in the streets. She's like a female version of Baby Homi, you ask me, because she lived that life too. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I got with Taz Bricks immediately. I knew that she was special because of who she was and how she carried herself and the swag she had. You know what I mean? She get more, you know, she moved around better than these guys out here. You get what I'm saying? And then when I heard the great voice and talent she had, you know, I had to get in the studio with me. So I brought her in the studio with me the first time working on a project I was working with Tretch. You know what I'm saying? And then I showcased her in the studio with Tretch. And then Tretch fell in love with her, and we made some great records in the studio. And from there, I knew that Taz would be the #1 rapper artist coming out of Newark, New Jersey, even though it's other great female artists here. But I represent Taz Bricks because we roll together. We a family. You know, that's my sister right there. You feel me? But I'm going to introduce Taz Bricks to the world, to everybody who's watching across the world, worldwide. This is Taz Bricks, a Newark, New Jersey veteran in the streets and definitely behind that Mac. Talk to him, Taz.
What's going on? What's going on, Mikey T? What's going on, Report Card Radio? This Taz Bricks here, by the way.
All right, Taz Bricks, it's dope to have you on the channel. I want to talk to you about the record that you did with Gunplay. Can you tell me about how you put together the hook for Woke Up and Got It on the Traffic album?
Yeah, I think I do my best writing. I feel like personally in the morning time. So like Meek said, I was in the streets at the time I wrote the record. So at that moment, that's how I felt when I woke up. I was feeling like I just wanted to hit the block. You know what I'm saying? Just straight to it. Do what I got to do and hit the block. So that's what I expressed in that record. What I was doing at that time. I woke up and got it. You understand what I'm saying? When we did the record, me and Homi did it. I was just coming home from prison when he was working on the Gunplay project at the Maybach Correctional. You feel me? On the program, I was on a bracelet, so I wasn't able to be there as much to work on the project. But Meek being my family, he held it down, him and Homi. Gunplay held it down. I appreciate Gunplay. And you feel me? That's how we got the Woke Up and Got It record.
So yeah, Meek was actually just speaking about how he brought Tretch in on your situation. Can you tell me about that situation and how Tretch took to you?
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Tretch, man. Tretch is a good dude, like in life you don't run across a lot of good spirited people. So when I come across people like Meek, Jay, and Tretch, then I gotta appreciate them. And Tretch, like not knowing me, like dude used to see me in the studio, like he used to hit me off with money, like just to keep me out the streets, just to keep me coming to the studio. He blessed me with a dope track, like off the strength. You understand what I'm saying? Like he embraced me and treated me like family and showed me love from day one. So you feel what I'm saying? So Tretch, he's a good dude. Shout out to Tretch, man.
Man, Taz Bricks, I appreciate you for tapping in on this interview for sure. Everybody check out Taz Bricks on the Traffic album. The song is called Woke Up and Got It. Do you want to add in anything about the record Woke Up and Got It, Meek J?
Woke Up and Got It is one of the special records on the project. You know what I'm saying? I think that record represents, you know, everybody who's out here hustling, no matter what your hustle is. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a motivational record where when you wake up, if people that's working 9 to 5, they could put that record on in the morning to get some inspiration to go get that money at their job. You know what I'm saying? If you locked up behind bars and you want to write a book, or you decide that when you come out, you want to do movies and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You woke up and got to work. Woke up and got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to the pen to put that pen to the pad to create that book and write them ideas down. So Woke Up and Got It is a universal inspirational record for anybody in any situation that's trying to get out of a bad situation.